the t minus tau spot interest rate at time tau. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about some time between 0 and t, some time tau. So what is this thing I'm calling r tau? It's an interest rate. I don't know what it is at time 0. It's an interest rate that we're going to observe at time tau. For deposits, you can make it between time tau and time t. So I don't know what that is, but when you get to time tau, that is going to be revealed to you. So what can we say? So we're going to see a chain of inequalities now. The first inequality is that the price at time tau of the American call option is at least the price of the European call option, which is the first inequality here. And then we have this inequality which we just proved. So we had two inequalities we proved. One of them was this inequality telling you, giving you a lower bound for the price of a European call option at any time. But notice that now I have to replace what we had here before. Before we were doing things at time 0, and what we had here was time to expiration. When we're now standing at time tau, the time to expiration is t minus tau. Okay. And now, I didn't have to make these assumptions in the past, but now I have to make this assumption. This extra assumption I need to make nowadays is that the interest rate, whatever interest rate we're going to observe, is going to be positive. Negative interest rates are very strange. They occurred. They may be still occurring. I'm going to pretend that these things don't exist, but I'm going to pretend that if you put money in the bank, you don't have to pay the bank money to keep your money. The bank pays you. So what does it mean in this context? So now we're going to have e to the negative number here. So this number is positive, then multiplied by minus r. So we're going to have e to a negative number which is less than 1. And then we're going to be subtracting less than x. So if I compare this expression to what I get by subtracting x, this number is strictly bigger than this one. Here I'm subtracting x. Here I'm subtracting less than x. And now we put everything together and we say, here's your American call option. Give me 2 more minutes to finish this. Here's your American call option. There are 2 things you can do with it. You can either exercise it now at time tau, or you can not exercise it at time tau. If you exercise it, what can you do when you exercise your American call option at time tau? So at time tau, you have the right to buy something that everyone else is buying and selling for S. You can buy it for X. So you can spend X pounds to buy the asset, you can sell it for S tau, and then you will pocket this payoff S tau minus X. This is what happens to you if you exercise your option. On the other hand, you can decide not to exercise your option. So you're left with this piece of paper. This piece of paper is worth something. How much is it worth? It's worth C of tau, capital C of tau. And we're observing that capital C of tau, the price of this piece of paper, is greater than you would get if you were to exercise this piece of paper. Are you going to exercise it? Would you exercise it? You have this. This is bought and sold for 10 pounds. If you exercise it, you're going to make a profit of 5 pounds. And then you're not going to have this anymore. Are you going to exercise it? So you're going to exchange something worth 10 pounds for 5 pounds profit? If you're saying, yes, I want to do business with you. Look, this is worth 10 pounds. If you use it, you can use it to make a profit of 5 pounds. Are you going to make use of this? You can sell it instead to someone else for 10 pounds. Are you going to use it to make a profit of 5 pounds? No, you're not. And if you're not convinced by this, come to my office. I have some business propositions for you. So you're not going to exercise it. So you're never going to exercise it between now and time t. So you're going to wait until time t. And then your use of the American option, if you're a rational person, and some of you I'm not quite sure about. What you're going to do if you're rational is you're going to use this American option as if it was a European call option, and then it must be worth the same as the European call option, which is little c. Okay, so next time we're going to finish this. Let me remind you, we have a tutorial this Wednesday. On Wednesday, I'm also going to announce formally our next homework assignment, which is then going to be collected a week after that.